The Bible says in Colossians 3 that we should set our hearts on things above. In verse 1 it says this, it says, "If then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is your life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory." Now, as I read this text, I just think about just a privilege it is to tell people about Jesus Christ. So we have over 160 people a night, men, women, and kids, that come to the mission to look for shelter. And it's our opportunity, privilege, and duty to be able to tell them about Christ. And so we want them to be able to set apart the things of the world and focus on the things above, our desires that they would know Christ. And so regardless of whether there's a pandemic or world war, we've been fervent about the gospel. And we're also fervent about meeting needs in the community. So since 1911, our duty is to share the gospel, and we want people to know Christ. And our privilege is exactly to do that. How do we do that? Well, we try to meet needs based on how God provides through his children. And so we're in the process of trying to expand our men's ministry on Michigan Avenue. And we recognize that we've had a little bit of a setback when it comes to funding. We had hoped to receive a grant over the past month, and we did not receive that grant. It was a little over $1 million. And so we're probably 6 months to 12 months behind when it comes to funding. But you know what? We have patience. Over 110 years, God provides, and so we're just going to continue to pray. And we recognize that God will eventually provide to meet this need in the community. And my experience over the past 18 years is God provides just in time. It's just like the drop-in center from a few years ago. God provided the means to be able to open up that facility just in time, right before the polar vortex, which saved lives. And I know that God will provide just in time for expanding the men's ministry as well. So I know you're with me. I know you're praying about it. I thank you for that.